Hello everyone, I am Will. Welcome back to my playthrough of Dark Souls 2, Skull the First Sin. Yep. Here in New Game Plus. I think I forgot about that a few times, but yeah. Anyway, yep. Going back, last we left off, we did Huntsman's Copse. Yep. Started off at where Lycia is, that little rotunda room, I guess you want to call it. Started there, had to remove the wall. Could have just killed her for it, but didn't want to go through the hassle. 2,000 souls at this point is like chump change, so it's like, eh. But had her move the wall, follow the path to Huntsman's Copse, talked with Falcon real quick, got his stuff again, just cause, man, you never know when you might need a copy. I think I bought some dark pine resin from him, I believe. Just restock on that. And then we went through Huntsman's Copse. Yep. Through that little building with the rogues in it, with the little torturer on top. Made our way, kicked the bridge across, or the tree down. Yeah, just kind of went through. Dealt with the artificial undead, some of the undead prisoners, invaded the forlorn invasion. Just kind of ran through. For the most part, not much difference. Yeah, for the most part, I can't really tell much difference. The biggest difference is the path towards the undead purgatory. The torturers on the poles are now all red phantoms. So they're basically a whole lot stronger than they normally would be. So that's like the first big change. They do respawn. Well, the torturers respawn, obviously, but... And then there was the Red Phantom in front of the Executioner Chariot fight. That Red Phantom also respawns. Mm-hmm. In a new game, he doesn't respawn, but now New Game Plus and beyond, he will respawn. He is still tied to the 12 respawn limit, so... Kill him 12 times and he will not show up. So, but yeah, it's one of the main changes of New Game Plus, that a lot of these enemies that didn't respawn in New Game will now respawn. So I think some NPC invaders also become tied to the 12 spawn limit. I'll point them out when we get there, but I think the Roy, I think in the Grave of Saints, I think he respawns like 12 times. Bowman Guthrie in the Doors of Pharos, I think, also respawns like 12 times. But I could be wrong, but I do remember them respawning, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, so... Yep. Went to the Undead Purgatory, did not do the Executioner Chariot fight, because I was planning on farming the Necromancers in that fight for their drops. So I did get 2 of the 3 that I need from them, but... so... I backtracked towards the Huntsman's Copse, lowered the bridge, grabbed the bone shard, not the bone shard, the sublime bone dust, I mean. I was guarding, that was a night guarding. Cleared out the little area of the rogues, the dogs, the butterflies, lowered the bridge, took the left path along the cliff by the Undead Lockaway bonfire, yep, where Creighton was at. Yeah, so we took the cliff path, dealt with the rogues, and dealt with Invader Merciless Rowan. Mm-hmm. Hopped down, and found our second little change to the area. There's 2 artificial undeads on that little cliff path. One in front and one behind. Yeah, about where you get the... what's that item in that area? There's like this little cave, little area along the cliff. I think once you get to there, that's when they spawn in. Yeah, one in front, one behind. So just be very careful. If you see one in front of you, there's gonna be one behind you. Mm-hmm. So, but we did deal with them. Made our way towards the Bone Lords, the waterfall. Instead of fighting them, we dipped into the cave. Dealt with the necromancers and the skeletons in there. From what I could tell, there's not really any changes in there. got the crystal lizard. Unlocked the bonfire. Well, use the undead lockaway key to unlock access to the bonfire, and then we killed Creighton. Yeah, I killed him thinking he dropped the Dragon Slayer axe, but nope, he does not. I forgot that he does not drop it at all. It's actually a pickup along the way to the Shrine of Winter. So, yeah. Sorry, Creighton. Yeah, I think I got you confused with the guy in Dark Souls 3. It's an invader is pretty much like him. He's dressed like him, and he drops the Dragon Slayer axe in that game. But sorry, Creighton. Very sorry. So, wasn't planning on doing their quest lines anyway, but I had no need to also. But yeah, so we dealt with Creighton. Back to the Bone Lords, where we took on the Bone Lords, or Skeleton Lords, I think they're called, but I just call them Bone Lords. Yep. Did the strategy, picked them off one at a time, and dealt with their little spawns afterwards. Made it harder than I should have. Alluring Skulls are definitely the way to go for that fight. Use them to clump up the skeletons that spawn in after killing the Bone Lords. What I should have done is used my Fireball spell after they clump up to hopefully get like 2 or 3 of them in a blast, but I wasn't thinking. Yeah, so the fight was harder on myself, but live and learn. Yep. So beat up the Bone Lords, came here to Harvest Valley, and I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. Yep, just made our way through Huntsman's Copse. Yep. Yeah, I also grabbed the souvenir, the token of fidelity from that one drop down towards Ricard's rapier, yep, and the giant basilisk. I did that as well. Yep, that was it. Yep. And between episodes, I did go back into the Undead Purgatory. I entered the Executioner Chariot boss fight just to farm the Necromancers in there. Yeah, because as long as you don't kill the boss, the Necromancers will respawn. It's actually the only way for them to actually respawn without going into New Game Plus or using a bonfire ascetic. So, something I should have done in New Game, but I didn't quite think that far ahead. So, I'm doing it now in New Game Plus, which is doable, but more tedious. Yeah. So I did get 2 of the 3 drops I want from them. Well, I got the main drop here that I want. It's the blue hollow mage's robes. Yeah, or the black hollow, I mean. It looks blue, but it's they call it black. Sorcerer class starts with it. Otherwise, it's a random drop for Necromancers, and again, they only respawn in the Chariot boss fight. Yeah. So, yep. So I got this. Apparently, it's the female version of it. According to the item description, it's the women's robes. The white one is the men's robes. So, yep. I also got the black hollow mage's hood. It provides, I think, +1 to intelligence. Yeah, they both do. So, and the only item I have left for the Necromancers is their staff. I think it's the lizard staff, I believe. We could get one from Carillion, I think. I think he drops one, but I don't feel like fighting him just yet. So, well, I have no need to fight him anyway, so I'm not going to bother. But, yep, and that's it. That's basically all I did. Enter the boss fog, kill the Necromancer, the first one you encounter anyway. It's the quickest one. It's only like 3 skeletons tied to him. Killed him, gather his drops if he dropped anything, and then quit out. That'll put you outside the boss fog, and then you can just kind of use repair powders, use your life gems, whatever. Go back in, rinse and repeat. So, yep, so that's basically what I did. It is a low chance to drop, so I had to do it a few times, but yep, I got what I want. And that's it. That's basically all I did between episodes. And today, we're off to Harvest Valley. Yep, Harvest Valley. I'm going to at least try to get to Earthen Peak. I might fight Covetous Demon. We'll see how far we get, but Shouldn't be that far. It's not that big of an area, but yep. So Harvest Valley. Now our equipment for today, at least to start out, it'll change depending on the situation. I had the Warped Sword +5. Dug this out of the item box. I actually made this in the new game cycle, but I kind of put it in the box and I kind of forgot about it. But I busted it out here. Ooh. Our Bow of Want, Shield, Staff of Amana. Going to be focusing on sorceries again, at least just for this area. I'll eventually go back to my miracles, at least in the Iron Keep, but going back to sorceries. Yep. Coenthy ring, poison bite ring, just so mainly for getting items in the poison fogs, just so we can stave off poison for as long as we can. Ring of knowledge just to use the staff, faster cast speeds. I have my Thief's Mask, Black Hollow Mage's Robe +10. Yep. And I went with Alon Gauntlets +10. I think I upgraded these between episodes. And Alon Knight Leggings. Yep. I think it looks pretty good with our little robes. Yeah, I like it. The gauntlets I wasn't so sure, but the leggings definitely. But yeah. Our flask, gems. I'm using radiant gems because I already have max in storage, so I need to start using these up before we are forced to leave some on the ground. Poison moss. I have some monastery charms. Maybe I'll use it. I don't know. Iron arrows, poison arrows. Although I don't think poison arrows are really going to help us in this area, but I have them just in case. I have, I think 4 copies. I think I have 4 copies of Great Soul Arrow, 1 copy of Great Magic Weapon, and 1 copy of Cast Lights. Here are our stats. They should be the same as last time. Actually, I think I put 1 point into strength, so now I have 30 strength. Yep. So, alright. Looking pretty solid. Yep. Our almost 18 million soul memory. Sheesh. But, alright. Let's get the show on the road. Gotta talk to Chloanne real quick.
Are you a traveler? I never.
Yeah, dialogue's the same, so I'm just gonna skip through it.
I came here. Don't
talk to her till she says she's move.
Trying how it's. I've said bad.
There we go. We can buy her stuff if we want. I don't really care to. Yeah. All right.
I suppose it's.
Yes. All right. Ooh, 1 shot. We like that. Yeah, there's the overlords. Yep. All right. Cool. All right, Chloanne. Nice talking to you. All right. Bonesy McGee, get up. There we go. A falchion. Yep, I like curved swords are growing on me just because they attack pretty quick. If I can actually hit them, but yeah, they attack pretty quick. The warp sword definitely has this little step forward, so it allows you to kind of step into your enemy. Let's see. I know there's more skeletons in that. It's gonna pop out, especially like right here. Trying to think of the best way to deal with them. I want to kill all the enemies first before we start collecting items. It's usually the best thing to do. Yeah, alright. So deal with this overseer. Yeah, look at that damage. And with the poison bite ring, our poison buildup is massive. Alright. Soaky stone, shard, couple torches. Soul, there's another skeleton. Come on, skeleton. Pretty chunky compared to your friend over there. Yep. That's the guard break critical. That's what that was, if you were wondering. There we go. Soul, shard. 3 chunks. Ooh. I think that might have been a large shard if I remember. Soul, shard, soul. Yeah. Poison knife. Okay. We'll come Gavlon. There's a chunk. That's nice. Usually not a good at well. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I mean, just chowing down on moss clumps. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Fading soul and shard, sure. I have a whole bunch of moss clumps anyway, so might as well just use them. Alright. Mostly the same. The only difference really is maybe the chunk. God, this guy has a lot of health. Yeah, the only difference, maybe that chunk, the 3 chunks, maybe. The only difference I can really think of. Alright. Cast light just so I can see where I'm going. Not a mimic. Fire seed, divine blessing. Alright. There we go. There's our branch of yore and a torch. Not a mimic. Raw stone, pale stone. All right. Hey, Gavlon, you ready to wheel and deal? Gavlon, no. Yes, Gavlon know me. We good friends. All right. Again, don't need a ring. Don't really care for the poison. How much is it? 30? Yeah, we'll take him. I know. It's... Alright. So I'm going to sit here, sell some stuff, and I'll be right back. Alright. I finished my wheeling and dealing.
With Governor.
Yeah. Also gives us another Gurm's axe. I think it's actually our second one, I believe. But is it? Okay, it's the double-headed one. All right. Okay, it's the Gurm great axe he gives us. Okay. All right.
You go home.
Yes, we go home. All right. All right, Gavlon. So now that we met him the second time, he should go to his final home in the Doors of Pharos. So we'll see him in a while. So, yep. Alright. So now we can actually press on. Alright. This is a torch. Oh, that's... Alright, sorceresses. I think you can hit us. Yeah, you're very magic resistant, so... Yeah, just take them out in range. Yeah, just don't... They're the enemies I strongly suggest you do not close in on, because again, they have like a little kiss of death that'll it comes out really fast, does a lot of damage, and yeah, just don't mess with them. Um, pick them off at range when you can. So, ooh, what'd you drop? Dragon Charm and their top. Nice. Sorry, buddy. You're in the way. Oh. You kind of have a little bit of aiming with their free aim, so. Alright. Let's go up here, opens the door. Again, we'll ignore the crystal lizards. I'll get them between episodes, but for now, I'm just going to ignore them. Oops. Open the gate. Oops. Yep, they dropped the Lingering Dragon Ring +1, which I think I already have. Yeah, I think I already got that in a new game. Yeah. Alright. It's one of those, it's really nice seeing enemies just drop rings, which is cool. I think they're the only non-boss enemies that drop a ring. So, I could actually probably just, sell that one, to be honest. Alright, whatever. Alright. Let's just press forward. Again, I don't really care about these crystal lizards. I'll get them on my own time, but their drops should be the same as from new game, and I don't really need them. Don't really need the drops. So, yeah. Shard, large shard, and pale stone. I think all three of them drop the same thing. So it's like, not necessary. So, yeah. You can see he's such a happy little lizard. All right, yes. Yep, Sorcerer's bombarding, but we're going to go this way first. I think this is a... Yep, Red Phantom, Artificial Undead. Which means there's going to be like a few of them. We'll use this area to kind of kite them around. Alright. Yeah, just gonna kite them. If I can get at least... If I can get... There we go. All I need to do is just kind of pick them off one at a time. There we go. I don't know if you can backstab these guys. Oop. Didn't realize you could turn like that. Right, come on. Oh. Oh, okay. I wasn't positive you could backstab these guys, so... But you can. That was dumb. That was a dumb move. I should have just backed off, but nope. Alright. You can backstab these guys. That's actually... That's nice. That's good to know. And since I already took out what... Oops. Uh-oh. Well, we need a... Yeah, their little sprinting attack is just really dangerous. Get a hit in, bait an attack. Use our attack speed. Bait an attack. Oh. Didn't rotate. He rotated, so... There we go. there's another guy in here. Oh, him. Okay, I'm hearing things, but I think it's him. Alright. That actually went out a lot better than the new game. Yeah, it didn't quite... I should have known just to kite them out there where the crystal lizards were. So I think they have like a at least range out there, and if you can get at least one of them, you can find one-on-one, they're pretty easy. But with a red phantom in the mix, yeah. This room is spacious, but I like the other one better. Yeah. Now we just loot to our heart's content. Now you have to actually attack. 5 life gems. Nice. Excuse me, buddy. A large shard. Again, I don't think any of these are fake walls, so... I mean, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure they're all... Oops. Soul and Radiant Gem. And Skeptic Spice. Cool. There's someone else. I hear him. Oh yeah, it's these guys. A Twinkling Time Knight. Again, I'm pretty sure this is death. We have a way to confirm it. Yep, death. Alright. When in doubt, use a prism stone. And petrified something. Cool. Alright, Overseer. Oops. That's good. Alright, come on, buddy. Come on. There's a red phantom on the back side, so we gotta be careful. Yep, red phantom. Come on. Oh, nope. Oh, he can actually break it. Okay. I did not realize that guy could break it. Looks like he's stuck. Ow. That was a bad move. And I think I just trapped myself, yeah. Come on, guy, you can do it. Push him, push him, push. Push. Yeah, come on. And if he's gonna get stuck, I have no problem eating my cheese. There we go. And kaboom. Alright. I didn't mean to trap myself down here, so I'm just gonna quickly run out. Alright, so that little hallway at the end is a lot more manageable in New Game Plus. We just get Overseer to bust the one wall, kill the Overseer. The artificial undead can bust up the other wall, so it's like, easy peasy. Alright. We have Radiant Gem, Spooky Stone, Torch, Soul, and Old Night Pike and Great Shield. Cool. Stuff I won't be using, but it's there. We could do this. This will eventually lead back to the crystal lizards. Might as well. I mean, we're gonna do that anyway. Does it go back to the crystal lizards, or does it spit out in the main area with the overseers? You know what? We're gonna. I'll wait. I think it just pops out here in the crystal lizard area. I think it's this little ladder right here. All right, let's find out. There should be a skeleton or two down here, but yeah, right here. Wake up. All right. Ooh, a shard. Just top off. Soul item. Okay, yeah, this is the okay. It does connect back to the lizard room. All right. Not a mimic. I think it's more resins. Yep. Poison stone resin. Cool. Is it worth it? It could be, but poison is very strong in Dark Souls 2, so never underestimate it. All right. This one connects to the main room over there. All right. All right, so let us clear this out. I want to see if these guys can get poisoned. I think they can. All right, they can't get poisoned. All right, I was just checking, but. He can for sure, I know that. Yeah, you're pretty magic resistant. Ow, ow. He got clipped by the firebomb. Oh! The sorceress clipped me, and I was like, I think it actually double hit me. Something double hit. I think it might have been his hammer slam. I don't know. I was counting on a stagger or a flinch, but nope. I think I need the stone ring for that. So that one's on me. That one's on me. If we're not gonna go in the poison, might as well not have that on. All right. Yeah. That one's on me. I should have known. Yeah, I figured. All right. Whatever. So. Let us try that again. $432. Actually, yeah. There we go. All right. Wait for Miss Sunshine up there to lob her balls. All right. Hits off. Yeah, there we go. Ow. Yeah. There we go. Ow. I mean, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it is a annoyance when you get flinched, but careful, that blast has a really big AoE, so don't get too close. There we go. There we go. Again, there is a skeleton down there. It did stand up earlier. Alright. I think we'll put our poison ring back on. We'll... Alright. Hit up this little area. Forgot I already killed him. Bleedstone. We'll go this way first. 3 effigies, 3 large shards. I think that's... Oop, didn't mean to do that. Yeah. That was a waste, yeah. Life gems, they stop regenerating health once you hit max, so... Shard? Shard? Slab. I think that's their new game. Goodbye, skeleton. Shard. Chameleon and a soul item. Drop a charm. And the washing pole. Okay. I think that's all the same. Can we make this jump? Yes, cool. Something spice. That's why I have cast lights. Alright, and... Fading soul. Here's a little drop down from the crystal lizard room. This just leads us this way. Yeah, without some sort of light, that little tunnel-y area can get disorienting pretty easily. Ow! Will you stop that? I've gotta drink one of these. Alright. Hit a left. So it's everyone's favorite sun bros. Yep, they're in this corner. I think there's a red phantom over here. I think there's a red phantom. Okay. I mean, I know in the original release there was an artificial undead in one of these alcove. I think it was that one over here. Like you would yeah, I think he was here. So I expected them to be like a red phantom version in Scar of the First Sin, but I guess not. All right. Da 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 da. Kneel before the heirs of the sun. All right. We are now a sun bro. Woo. Best covenant in the game. I don't know. I mean, at this, I don't play online, so it's just superficial, but yeah. Alright. There's our mannequin. Alright, Mr. Worker. Thank you. Earthen Peak. Get this guy's attention. Walk this way. Have him run through the pots. Yep. There we go. Have him run through the pots, and that's fine by me, man. There we go. Take this chance to take care of her. There we go. Oop, didn't mean to do that. I wanted to do this. Go. Just pick off the enemies where we can. Always a good idea to thin the crowd before you go up there. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna go back outside. Well, we could just hop down here, but we'll take care of the mannequin. Yeah. It's the principle of the thing. Come on. Dude. Alright, well, I broke his AI, so whatever. Yeah, when you get to about this point, he's supposed to hop down and ambush you and all that stuff, but by hitting him, I kind of like broke his AI, I think. Alright. Oh, I got headshots? That did extra damage. I don't know. Alright. Let's... Poison ring. I think there's another mannequin in here. Repair powders. Love me some repair powders. Alright. Seal. Thank you. We'll use the Ferrous Lockstone. Might as well. I mean, I want to check out what's beyond the wall. I mean, should still be the same, but alright. Not a mimic. There we go. Poison bite ring. Soul of the Knights.
Still on the red.
Yeah. Thank you. Blah blah blah. Okay. Alright. Thank you, Lucatiel. We got Ring of Steel protection, I believe, from her. Again, if you talk to her 3 times, I think it's 3 times. Yeah, if you talk to her 3 times in a playthrough, she'll give you the ring. Yep. So, all right, but we don't need. I don't think we need Lucatiel anymore. I'm trying to think real quick. Trying to remember if there's any other boss that has additional summons in it, but I can't really think of any. But, oh well. Alright. I guess there's... There it is. I would just do this. Use iron arrows or iron bolts to break the potteries. Yeah, wooden arrows won't work. I don't think elementals... I think elementals will work, but... iron arrows I know for sure will work, so... A little preview of the boss mechanic for the Covetous Demon. Alright, hop down. Blossoms and spice. Come on, stairs. Don't forget the mannequin in the corner. Oh, yes. His little stupid parry. Yeah, his little ready parry stance is very quick. So he can get to that little stance in like a heartbeat. So Same with skeletons too. Mannequins with a shield, skeletons can enter their parry stance in like a frame. So you might hit them, they might flinch, but you get your second attack round, they'll enter their parry stance as you're attacking, and they'll freaking parry you. Yeah, it's really fast. So yeah. So don't get surprised if you get parried by a mannequin without really realizing you got parried. So, right. Let me get rid of you. All right. I believe you're trapped. Yep. Yep. Poison trap. I figured. That's why I broke these pots so I don't have to roll into them. All for a torch. We'll take it. Alright. Oh, we have to do this jump. Aim it here. Plunge attacks just so I don't roll on accidents. Artificial undead. I'm pretty sure he can trigger the trap. You don't? Oh, I thought you did. I thought you triggered the trap. Oh. Alright, so enemies don't trigger traps. I didn't come out this way because I know there's mannequins on either side. Or at least this one mannequin anyway. Alright. Get curved sword. Right. I know there's another one somewhere. There you are. Gotta check the ceilings just in case. Alright. Mannequin gloves. I think I already have all their stuff. Soul and 3 shards. This should be the same. Not a mimic. You're not trapped. Should be the heavy crossbow and bolts. Yep. Alright. Jump over the trap. I think we have to jump that way. There we go. Alright, all that's left is the covetous demon. Yeah, we'll finish off with the covetous demon. Yep. Alright. Harvest Valley. Not bad. Well, technically part of Earthen Peak as well, but, you know, I mean... Alright. Use a repair powder just so don't break my weapon along the way. There we go. Alright. I think we should be good like that. This won't be necessary in the fights. The Ring of Blades, sure. Alright. I think we're good. Do we want to free the prisoners above us? Might as well. Sure, why not? We'll make full use of the mechanic. Don't need to, but give something. Let Covetous snack on some snacks while we cut him up. It's the least we can do. Excuse me. All right. So let me top off. All right, Covetous Demon. Let's do this. I didn't quite mean to do that, but I should have knocked them all down. go. Get our stamina back. His most dangerous move is his ow. Yeah, he rotated really fast there. His most dangerous move is his little side roll. All right. Are you resistant to? Oh, didn't mean to do that. Right. Didn't mean to enchant my weapon again. Woo. Victory achieved. The covetous demon soul. Go as demon. Easy as always. Alright. Yeah, I should have knocked them all down, but whatever. But go as demon. Really easy, even without the help, but alright. He still hit us. I can't believe he hit us, but he turned really quickly, considering his size, but Alright. Bonfire. Yep. And think real quick. Is there anything else I want to do? Let me go back to Majula real quick, just to check in on everybody. Make sure Chloanne moved on, and just make sure everybody moved on. Yeah, Chloanne for sure. There she is.
Oh, speak up. These stones, some, no. You know? Well, what? Each, maybe then?
Alright.
No interest?
Nope, no interest.
Oh, I'll go take.
Oh, yeah, because I upgraded a few, I think like 8 times, I think. After a certain number of upgrades with him, he'll give you his hammer, so.
My just stone, you trash stones.
Alright. Again, I don't think anything new. Just want to double check. Cool. Alright. Is Carillion here? Yeah, there he is. Cool. No, he gives us the ring. Okay. I think Carillion drops the lizard staff. I think it's what I need. Yeah. The last drop from the necromancers in the undead purgatory is the, I think, the lizard staff. And I'm pretty sure Carillion drops one as well, but I'd rather not have to fight him if I don't have to. Alright, so she's here. That's good, because once we beat the Iron King, I think she has unlimited shards. So, alright, I'm just making sure, There we go. Sorry about that, Creighton. If I knew I didn't have to kill you, I would have let you live. Alright. Alright, and with that, we'll call an episode. Yep. We did Harvest Valley. I almost forgot. But yep, Harvest Valley, yep. Start off by Chloanne. Talk to her just to make sure she moves here to Majula. And we just went into the valley. Yep. Used our magic to pick off enemies where we could. Trying to think what was the first spot. The first pit, yeah, with the one overseer, not too bad. You know, we just kind of, I think we buffed our weapon, beat him up, munched on moss when we need to. Yep, took care of the skeletons as well. Yep. A few of those skeletons were pretty beefy. They had like almost 1,500 health, which is wow. But luckily our warp sword here attacks pretty quickly, so we made quick work of them, so that's nice. Yep. Went through the little pits, gathered up all the items. I think for the most part it's all the same. The only difference I could have spot in those items was one of them was a ×3 Titanite chunks. I'm pretty sure in new game it's just one, but yeah, but for the most part, all the items are mostly the same. Yeah, I think the slab included. I think there was one there in New Game also, but mhm. I'm trying to remember what we did. Um, I know I went through that area pretty quickly, but well, relatively quickly anyway. Um, the first area, the Overseer, we found Gavinon, did some wheeling and dealing with him. Basically, just sold off all the stuff didn't need or didn't want. Mainly with some weapons, a lot of armor. I bought out his moss. Yep. Grab the other Frayed Branch of Yore and the Fire Seed down there. Because once we get the other Pyromancy Flame, I think I already have. Hold on, let me make sure. I think I already have the Pyromancy Flame. Yeah, because we got it in the... Yep, there it is. Okay. So I need to start upgrading another one of these. Just so I can power stance them. It has no bearings on anything. It's just cuz. Just cuz. So... Yep. Alright. Yep, so the Fire Seed, Divine Blessing, the Fragrant Branch of Yore, Wheel and Deal with Gavinon. Yep. Made the transition. Dead Sorceress opened the gates. The other bonfire in Harvest Valley. The Crystal Lizard room. We had 3 of them kind of like spread out. Then we took to the left. That little mining area, I guess you want to call it. Yeah, the room with all the artificial undeads. Yep, in New Game Plus there is a 5th artificial undead. Yeah, this one's a Red Phantom. So I went back to where the Crystal Lizards were. Used that little room to kind of that the plan was to kite them, but I guess they leashed around where I was. That the middle of that room is I think where they leashed. So we used a magic spell to pull one at a time. I think we got 3 of them. So yep, I remembered you could backstab them. Yep. Well, I wasn't sure if we could, but we can. So that was nice. Yep. So we dealt with them. 2 of them went back to their little starting spots, hopped into that room, took care of them, opened up all the doors, got all the goodies. For the most part, I believe it's all the same. Yeah, I think it's all the same. A Skeptic Spice, I think a Simpleton Spice, some Life Gems, a Shards. The Way Out had a Twinkling Titanite. Yep. Yeah, so we went back to the little mining area. Had the Overseer break the wall. We spotted a Red Phantom artificial undead on the other room past the Overseer. Learned that they can indeed break those little barricades. I thought only the Overseer could, but nope, the artificial undead can do it for you. Yep. So New Game Plus, it's probably best to get the Overseer to break the one wall, deal with the Overseer, and then get close enough to the other wall that the artificial undead breaks that. So, but I ended up getting them both aggroed, but luckily the Overseer kind of blocked the path of the artificial undead, and I needed to pick him off in a doorway. So that was nice. Yep. Then we went to the end of the hall, looted all the stuff. Old Knight, Great Shield, pole armor, pickaxe or whatever. Some soul items. Yep. Went back to the Crystal Lizard room, down the ladder to the one little underground hallway to the chest with the poison stone and poison resin. Yep. Then we made it to the other pit. Yep. The 2 Overseers and the Desert Sorcerers bombarding from the tower. Yep. I tried to clear out the steelworker guys, the big undead guys with the hammers, but I think I got double tapped by something. I think what happens with the sorceress's fireball, I think caused us to flinch. I think it broke our poise, so we were either slowed or our poise broke, so we kind of got stunned. And then the steelworker guy slammed his hammer down, hit us with his hammer, and I think his shockwave then hit us again, so we got double tapped for that. So that killed us. Yeah, so Dark Souls. Thank you. But anyway. Yep, so we came back, took care of the steelworkers, took care of the overseers in the pit, took care of the crawling guys, took care of the skeletons in the pit, looted the pits that contained the, I think that's where we picked up the washing pole and the slab in that little pit. A little room off to it, adjacent to it, 3 large shards, 3, I think, effigies. Yep. Careful, cat. The cat's here. Yeah. She's awake now. Go back to bed. Let's see. Yep. Clear out the rest of the pits. Made our way into Earthen Peak. Yep. Got the steelworkers to poison themselves in the pots. Ranged the sorceress in the other room, the little bugs. Took care of the mannequin ambush. Met Lucatiel again, talked to her just to get a ring, opened up the Pharaoh's door for another ring, made our way towards the Covetous Demon fight, took care of the side room, got parried by the mannequin because, again, their little parry stance activates on frame 1. It's, I don't know, yeah. A lot of people don't like Dark Souls 2 because the enemies. I don't like it because some of these animations are just weird. They're really fast, they're hard to tell, and it's just, But I can deal with all the enemies. I can deal with that. It's just, some of these enemy attacks are instant, and they, like, yeah. But anyway, I digress. So, took care of the mannequin, took care of the trapped chest for the torch, and then we took on the Covetous Demon. Yep. Easy as always. Had a munch on a undead prisoner, so we just stuck to his side, wailed on him, and that's it. That's all we did. Yep. Or we made our way to the bonfire past him, so, and that was it. Well, came back here and talked a bit, but nothing really new. And that was it. We finished up Harvest Valley. Yep. So next episode will be Earthen Peak. Oh boy, yep. Climb Earthen Peak, take care of a lot of mannequins, a few grave wardens. Then we'll take on Mytha, the Baneful Queen. Yep. Then finally we'll be in Iron Peak again. Lovely. Or Iron Keep. I think I said Peak. No, I meant Iron Keep. Yep. So, looking forward to that. But again, that is for another episode. And I thank you all for watching, and I see you all next time.